Indie Music Live, episode 125. I've been waiting forever to make that rhyme. I'm JoeJoeKeys, sitting here with Mr. David Werba. How you doing tonight, sir?
Good, man. Good. We just posted a bunch of new reviews on the website. And, man, I keep forgetting to say this, man. It's like the forgotten service that we have that is so often needed in the music that gets submitted to us, which is mastering. We do mastering of songs. Joe's been playing with this cool software for years, and he's able to kind of plug in your songs and just give it that nice extra gloss and proper volume that people appreciate. And we're talking like what, $9-10? How much is it? Like,
yeah, it depends. I mean, depends on what you want in the result. But yeah, go check it out. 40% off of that service actually for the next 24 to 48 hours. May 31st, the end of the month. Use the code SPRING40. And so we got Omega Sparx here tonight as well. Mr. Co-hostess with, no, he's not a hostess. He's a host. Co-host with the most.
What's up? With the most. Hey, I love them rhymes, Joe. What's up, happy people? This is Omega Sparx.
See, little do you know that I started out my music career making raps in the 7th grade.
I believe it, bro. It's still coming out, man. Good job.
So just Mickey's here as well. We're gonna be talking to her in a little bit. She's our featured artist. If you've watched this show before, you've seen her music on here. So we got Robert Hicks at the driver's seat, rather, and people are hanging out with us. Let us know who you are in the comments, and also let us know what you think of the music. We're gonna go ahead and get started with. Well, it's kind of a hip-hop night other than our friend, just Mickey here. But Black Hoodie Down, you might know this guy. It's actually Red Sty. He's the first rapper that raps in the video, and this is his new group called Black Hoodie Down. They're out of the Bronx, I believe. This is their new song called Collateral Damage. It actually came out a couple months ago. It's the first time we could fit it in. So let us know what you think. Share this video out. We'll be right back.
BHD, nigga. He think he hard, he claiming tough cause a 6-pack. Till I do him like his label, put your shit back. No matter big or beef, smaller than a tic-tac, the thing go click-clack. And now this nigga wish that he never started drama with a hoodie. So now we weaving bullets, electric is how we boogie. Nigga, we don't play like toddlers in the corner. Son them off like Cliff Foley's Malcolm Jamal Warner's. He eating up the room, I'm the smoke that's in them saunas. Bitch inviting me up, biting me up, straight piranhas. I could have been a legend, I was always off that hand. Fucking them bottles up like I lost my best friend. Now I'm back on it, a fucking terror that they earned a defeat. I left the sparring alone, I'm killing them in these streets. The next step is drop 300 on the pedal. They see me getting hot, now we worshiping the devil. Nobody doing fuck shit, no luck, bitch, we major. These baddies wanna suck dick and cola, stay flavorless. These days I never trust shit, tell them hush bitch, you loopy. Give me black bitch and white bitch, that threesome so Snoopy. Tell them playing fair is not an option. How we operate, we getting shit poppin'. Black Hoodie, we at the top of the food chain. Your loss is my true gain, them boys never stopping. We blazed up, give me chances, now it's kill time. Ring the fucking alarm, nigga, it's drill time. Hit this nigga where you think at, with real nines. Never taking advantage, just collateral damage, nigga.
Collateral damage to you niggas, man. Black Hoodie Down, it's that Zell 17 shots, nigga. Listen. You a regular, yeah, I said it, you a regular. If you get into them bands, then I might get with ya. Motorola flip phone, that's the trapping cellular. Demos out the O on my way to sell them up. 26 for a pound, come and get your credit up. I was broke as a joke, so it ain't no letting up. If he had it and I wanted, had my sister set him up. They free dogs, now free the rest, it's time to get the Chevy up. We gon' bug out, Nothing basic, spend my time on the side in the booth, I gotta make it with my mom's living in a mansion with a...
From the Bronx, I believe, pretty sure, 99.9% sure. That was Black Hoodie Down with Collateral Damage. And that song's been out for a while. I think they have some new stuff out. You should go check it out. They're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube and all over the place. Black Hoodie Down. Dave, you wanted to go first on this one.
Yeah, man, Red Sty. He's old school Indie Music Plus, man. I think we did a review on him maybe like over 2 years ago.
He was a featured artist.
Yeah.
One of the very first ones.
I could have sworn Black Hoodie Down was a name of an old song, and if that's the name of the band now, that's kind of cool. They like turn that into the name of the new group or something. But man, just lyrical content here, man. Just these guys are poets. I really appreciate that when they can, you know, mix the metaphors and make it work, and they definitely did that here. Little Malcolm Jamal Warner shout out here, which is pretty rare. Ex Cosby kid who's now a surgeon on the show The Resident. But yeah, this was hot, man. Omega, what do you think?
Yo, I love this song. Let me jump into it because I don't have a lot of time. I love how the song jumps right into the verse. A lot of times with hip hop songs, it takes about 20 to 25 seconds, you know, a filler in the intro before somebody starts rapping or somebody starts like singing a hook. But this dude, in less than 10 seconds, I counted it, it was 8 seconds. This dude jumped right into his verse with a lot of bravado and swag, and I love it. The beginning lyrics of the song captures the bravado of the rapper. I love how the rapper has a flow where he's coming across like he's talking confidently. Some rappers can pull it off where it's almost like they're having a conversation with you, but they're so confident. You know, their talk flow is still incredible. I love when people can pull that off. The producer used a lot of drops and DJ twist, you know, throughout the verses to really keep the beat fresh throughout the song. And then one last point I want to say is especially the first MC in the first verse, he used a lot of battle rap phrases and he used it excellently. There's a subculture of hip hop called battle rap where two people go at each other, normally a cappella, and it's just vicious. You know, it's like they set up a premise and then they hit you with a powerful punchline. And, you know, translating that into battle rap with a beat behind you is hard to pull off. And I think he pulled it off great.
Cool. Yeah. Right on, man. I love that. I was glad to see all the rap that was going to be on them. And I don't like plan to have a rap themed show. It's just that's how the, you know, submissions lined up. So speaking of rap, this dude's actually hanging out in the house. This is Daybreak MC. He said he's here and stoked for the show, and I know he's excited for us to listen to his song. So we're going to go ahead and check it out. Robert Hicks, whenever you're ready. Daybreak. This is called Rap Assassin. Share this video out. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be right back.
Rap Assassin.
Daybreak. There's a price on your head, and I'm coming for you. GPS. I've got flow with tempo that'll pound blood out of your temples. The physical, the mental, the spiritual dimension. So welcome to my dojo, sipping on Merlot in slow-mo. Young in my heart with a no soul, I ninja my mission so low. It's go time so hard out, cause trust me you don't wanna find out how we slay, we grind out. They line up for my grindhouse, how we play, no timeouts. You come to life or you die out, no replays, just lights out. Got all y'all in my sights now. Steady aim, fire down, maybe in another life you could come back, get revenge, and I'll see you on the other side. Not likely, don't hold your breath, just breathe your last and clutch your chest. Just close your eyes, so close to death, be satisfied, you face the best. Ace the test, as a matter of fact, erase the rest. Not one compares, no one contests, no one would dare, no one is left. Stand alone with an iron fist, command the throne. We iron born with hearts of stone. You find yourself in parts unknown. Yeah, this is the era of the rap assassin. Bodies in my wake, it's a crime of passion. These are real rhymes, this is not a cash-in. Devastate my foes in amazing fashion. Yeah, this is the era of the rap assassin. Bodies in my wake, it's a crime of passion. These are real rhymes, this is not a cash-in. Come on, devastate my foes in amazing fashion. Listen, it's just the lonely few who take up the sword, who wake up with blood pumping through their veins and they pores, who wake up to hard times but they're ready for more, who wake up to opposition and they're ready for war. Yeah, I am the lone and forsaken, blade of my kin making gin in the basement, and victory so close I can taste it. Drunken artistry, so verbose when I'm wasted. Katana swinging to the finish, and when they name the champ, yes it still is. No man can test my limits, it's my battle cry. Sword swinging savagery, whack rhymes the melody, endgame fatality, a purifier in a sea of the dead.
And Indie Music Live, episode 125. Just a reminder, I turned 40 last weekend, and so just sort of correlates. That wasn't on purpose, but just sort of correlates that we're having 40% off of any service available in our store until May 31st, which is about 48 hours or less, you can use code SPRING40 on our store. That's indiemusicplus.equid.com, or you can go to indiemusicplus.com. Check out all the services there and reviews and everything. We got Just Mickey coming up in just a second. That was Daybreak MC with Rap Assassin. And Omega, I'm glad you're here, man, because all this rap, man, you're here to guide us along with ways. So what do you think?
I'll be gentle, but as I guide you along. Rap Assassin, Daybreak, nice use of chopped and strewed sample at the beginning. They didn't overplay. That's cool. The rapper is very diverse in his flow. I did notice that he trips over himself when he starts rhyming fast or twisting, as we say. A lot of times when you're going to be multi-layered with your delivery, you got to make sure you don't stumble over yourself when you start going fast. I know there's a few hiccups. You might need to polish that a little bit. Old school wordy hook. I come from that era where your hook is almost as long as your verse. So that was nice nostalgia. I felt like the hook could have been a little catchier, but it was cool. Rapper had a lot of personality in his verse. I mean, he was like so confident in this song. It's just like he was having a conversation with you and he was trying to sell you on stocks or something. Like a lot of personality, more personality than I normally hear in hip hop tracks. Great job overall.
So Daybreak could be, or maybe should be, a protege of Game Breaks. Seriously, man. Because it's like I know, but he's like scratching the surface of a sound and a direction that I think you have done very well at.
Thanks, bro.
Absolutely. But it's like it's starting to kind of blend into maybe background music for gaming. It's just starting to kind of scratch that surface, and I wanted to see if you would say that, but maybe I mean it's your world. You're like encapsulated in it, but anyway, he reminds me of early Gaz the Rapper in this sense that he has that, like, you can tell he has that speed rap, and he's just ready to just like lay it out there. Like he's got the energy, it's coiled up, and he just wants to let loose on it. And that's why my final statement on this is I think he's still searching for a style, man. It's like he has these skills, and you could just kind of see an example of it in this song, but I don't think that's the extent of what this guy's gonna make, man. Like,
I agree.
I think like it's still getting there,
but isn't that what music is all about? A beautiful journey,
Absolutely, man. It's all good, like the whole journey and everything, but I just, you hear what I'm saying though. It's like you feel him, he's like coiled and ready to just kind of burst out, and he's just, it feels like he's maybe not sure if that's the right style for what he wants to do with his delivery. Again, I would love to hear the progression of what he's doing, so I hope he submits his new stuff.
Yeah, so keep us posted, Daybreak. Glad you could hang out with us tonight. Go ahead and stay around. So this is the time of the night that we drum roll. Rob, drum roll, hint, hint. I know, I see you working. Rob's got to change the camera angle real quick, so we're just going to stall for a second. We're going to bring in Just Mickey. Tiafo says play some Journey. No, not going to do that tonight, sorry. But we are going to play some Just Mickey here in just a second. So Just Mickey's been on the show a couple of times. We played her music. I called her Just Micci the first time because I wasn't sure, because it was kind of Frenchy type name, but she's actually Nova Scotian. She speaks French and English, so she's speaking English for us tonight, which is very nice of her, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to understand a word she says. But Just Mickey, how you doing tonight?
I'm great. Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to have you. You're working on a new album. You come out with some really cool videos, I think. I know you're pretty indie yourself, obviously, but I don't know, maybe Dave will ask you about your videos later, but I really am impressed with the videos that you're doing on your own. And your music as well. So that's why you're here tonight. Go ahead and give us your elevator pitch of, what I was talking about earlier. Like, just briefly, 30, 40 seconds or whatever, whatever feels right about who you are and what we're doing with your music. And then we're going to check out your new tune. I forget the name of it because you just gave it to me, but we got a lyric video.
Groovy. Yeah, so I'm just Micci, and my style is very much indie. I kind of explored a lot of styles for a while, kind of a bunch of different bands like jazz, and musical theater was a huge part of my life. And, I was in some rock bands and stuff. And so I write in a lot of different styles. And for a while, I tried to sort of find a style that was just one specific style. And then I realized that my music was much more just, I really like to focus on the lyrics. And so the style can change depending on the lyrics. So I realized my genre, I guess, is anti-folk, which is basically just, focusing on the lyrics mostly as your jam. And so, yeah, I'm working on my album right now, and it's mostly kind of a bit of like a jazzy, folky sort of bit of theater at the end. And so this song is very much in the middle of the album, and it's sort of like a nice merging of all the styles, I think. And yeah, it's called a Spiral Staircase.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Rob, hit it.
Yeah.
Help it. You've got me having to wear a sturdy helmet, 'cause I'm falling down a spiral staircase for you. With your eyes of happy blue and hair the color of warm sand. Oh, I can't help it, but even if I could, I wouldn't want to. No, I wouldn't want to. No. 'Cause honestly, who could say no to the verses of a certain sexy beau, or to his suggestions of adventures to lie beneath the sun and to feast our eyes upon beauty not seen by everyone. So you got me falling down a spiral staircase for you. With your eyes of happy blue and hair the color of warm sand. Oh, I can't help it, but even if I could, I wouldn't want to. No, I wouldn't want to. No. These dizzy spells you're casting seem to be forever lasting, though they're not there every single hour of every day. Every once in a while I'll hear my thoughts say, oh, you're falling down a spiral staircase for him. With his eyes of happy blue and his sexy grin.
Deeper with Dave, deeper with Dave. Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by.
So we've been saying just Micci in the past. We played a couple tunes in the past. It's kind of this like soulful, jazzy, indie pop type of flavor. And I don't know if it was like a subconscious, it was like a Freudian slip or whatever you want to call it, but I was attaching Micci to like an old Italian movie, like a Fellini movie. I don't know what was going on, but it's like your music, it seemed like it would be a nice vignette in an Italian movie. Like Am I nuts? There's something there. Help Micci. It's Micci, by the way. Help me.
I don't know. I'd be down if we were in some Italian movie kind of thing. I wouldn't complain.
I mean, like Italian movies and Italian culture, that was like no part of your process when you write your music?
I mean, I took classical voice for a while, so I did sing in Italian, but I don't think it's influenced my writing style. I listened to a lot of Billy Joel and stuff like that. Italian Restaurant was one of my favorites, so maybe.
Well, okay, so super quick, anti-folk. I mean, why do you say that?
It doesn't mean I'm against folk music. I love folk music. I was looking up a bunch of artists that basically I didn't know what my genre was. And I asked people who were listening to my music to compare me to artists who they thought I sounded like. And a lot of the artists that they compared me to identified as anti-folk. And I looked up what anti-folk was, and it was super groovy. It was basically just a genre where it's very lyric focused, and it sort of allows you to dance a little bit between styles without people kind of hating on you for it. So I was like, I like that. I like the freedom. I'm gonna do that. So
just like a recent artist we had on, which is Madeline Rosine. I've been kind of reading your short bio here. It's like, sounds like your mom and your brother, it's like the same story, are big influences. I mean, your mom is actually a piano teacher, so you started playing piano when you were like 3 or 4, but also your brother, you played in some groups with your brother. Yeah, say a few words on them and give them a shout out. Give them a thanks if they meant a lot.
Sure. So my mom is a pretty cool piano teacher. Lori Dunn is her name.
Lori Dunn, yes.
Yeah, she gets shit done though. So it's. But yeah, no, she teaches piano like in her studio, and she also teaches online and stuff. And she's kind of kicking ass right now. And yeah, no, she always had pianos in the house. And so my brother was 4 years older than me. So he started piano when I didn't even exist. And then when I came into the universe, I was like, my brother's the coolest. I also want to play piano. And so pretty much every official band I've been in has been with my brother. And then I kind of just started doing the writing thing just kind of on my own. My mom used to drive me to theater, actually. It was... and it was really far because I'm from such a small town that we didn't have theater camps or theater anything. So she would drive me, and I bought a ukulele, and I would just like play in the car while she drove me. And I just like write little songs in the car and stuff.
All right. So you said something here in your glorious blog, your glorious WordPress blog.
My one single blog.
Yeah, your single blog post. I want to touch on this because it is interesting. So you say you joke that you're better at writing songs than you are talking, right? And it might seem to you like, oh, just a passing phrase and everything, but I've had a lot of conversations about this. It's like I often pontificate about this at small gatherings. My opinion about this stuff is that writing songs along with poetry and painting and a lot of creative pursuits, it's a cathartic process. And what I mean by that is like, in some ways, in most ways, at least to me, is that you have swirling thoughts. You have something you want to express. You can never find the words. And when you do, it's just not enough. Like it doesn't quench that feeling that you want to get out. And you want to add instruments. You want to create a mood. You want to take the time to write more words, to just put it all together and say, this is how I felt. Like, this is what's going on in my head. And to me, I could not get rid of certain feelings until I wrote a song about it. And that's what I mean about catharsis. It would not go away until I finished the song. And it's like, that's why I've often referred to this comment like, I had no choice but to make this music, because it just, all right, you talk, okay? You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, no, Micci. I totally understand you. I've written so many love songs for people who will never hear them. Because I'm like, I needed this, but you're not ready. Right. But yeah, no, for sure. I totally get that.
So this, and everything I just said, it may not make sense to someone listening who's never made music or who's never written poetry or has never explored the creative medium of anything really, but maybe it will encourage them to try, because it's again, it's just the catharsis is really powerful, and I don't know how else to describe it than what I just said. But anyway, so you have one EP under your belt, you have a bunch of singles, so what's the future hold? Are you going to start to kind of collect these new songs you're making into an LP or something?
Yeah, basically that's the plan. I want to make an album. Basically my music is kind of growing a lot, and it's getting fuller, and I think I'm getting more, it's just getting bigger right now. And so I kind of want to make an album before it goes like a whole other direction. It's just sort of just like, oh, okay, let's capture this a little bit. And so I'm working on an album, and it's full of songs that I've written since I was about 15 till now. And it's just sort of, it's called Stages of Love. And one of the songs is called Stages of Love, which is like a play on words, because like stages. Yeah. But yeah, no, it just covers all kinds of love, like love I have for my students, love I have for my best friends, love I have for my loves, and things like that. And I just thought, I want to make this happen. So this is sort of the center. I call this song sort of the center, because it starts very folky and then ends up very kind of jazzy theater-esque. Yep. So this song is like a perfect sort of middle ground where it kind of tastes both sides of the album.
Awesome. Well, it was a great pleasure to have you on the show. So in the lower third on the video, people can see it's justmicci.com is your glorious website. Micci, Micci for the podcast folks. Is it the same handle on Twitter, Facebook, and everything?
Yep, all the same. Just Micci.
Yeah, just Micci.
Whatever you want. No big deal. It's just me.
Okay, Micci, have a great evening. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and we'd love to have you back with your new music.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Okay, so the next song, Rob, if you're prepared, and you are, excellent. It's Dream Number 7 by Lunar Bird. Lunar Bird, thank you very much. I really like this song. Check it out. Dream Number 7 by Lunar Bird. You see, with past artists, several times in past shows, I've often referred to the Cocteau Twins, which is one of my favorite bands in college, mid 90s and beyond. And the reason I keep referring to them, I don't know if it's like the subconscious desire to find a replacement for Cocteau Twins.
Oh, man.
Rob, see, I'm just trying to make Rob laugh right now, and I succeeded. Thank you very much.
You guys do know there's a lady in the house tonight, right?
Yeah, but I mean, she's chuckling too, so go let you.
I hope so.
But man,
she wants to come back.
Yeah, this ethereal, like Enya type of song. I mean, like,
yeah.
I've said the Cocteau Twins probably, I don't know, maybe 10 times in the past. This song right here, this band sounds the closest to them.
I believe.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe they're from Italy. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Cocteau Twins is from Italy, but
I don't think so. Yeah.
I agree with the comparison, though. I don't know. Omega, this is like way up your alley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. That's right. I tell you, I love the hook, the rhymes. I'm just kidding. This song, it has good vocals and harmony. The song, I feel like, and Dave, correct me or let me know what you think, the song could have benefited from a better studio mix. The instruments, particularly the synth keyboard, stood out a little bit too much. I personally felt that there was a clash of moods the song and the vocalists were trying to convey. I felt like someone was patting me on the back, ushering me into euphoria, while knowing that my ankles.
Yeah, so it did get a little dark at very short periods, which you don't see in Cocteau Twins and Enya. Like they just kind of stay at this uplifting, ethereal experience the entire time.
Yes.
That's what was different about this. I'm not sure if I like that part or not. That is a good point. I did notice that, but yeah, I'm just not.
I don't think anybody's ever described music like that before, dude. That was great.
No offense.
Well, it's not your thing, so that's what we want here is honest opinions, and stuff like that. We're not like we're only trying to build people up. We're not always,
right.
The stuff that's not good just doesn't make it on the show. But everybody's entitled to different opinions from their backgrounds and stuff. So that's totally valid, dude. But let's move on. Let's go ahead. I think we got another rap tune tonight. Lunchbagg.
Yeah.
Take 2. Indie Music Live, episode 125. Let us know what you think in the comments. Share this video out. We'll be right back.
I got a pill popping bitch, she starting to lose her tits. Gleaming gold on my wrist and I'm chugging down me a fifth. Picking out the pound before I even take me a piss. I got carrots in my mouth, spent the grip on my kicks. De-stressed designer jeans, shorty gave me top. I'm sitting pretty, riding clean when I hit the block. If it ain't about getting green, then we don't need to talk. Slow motion like we sipping lean, mixing with the pop. Cause I ain't really focused on that negative energy, I'm just living life. Yeah, kicking back, I'm cooling with my shorty, we sipping until we feeling right. Yeah, I ain't really focused on that negative energy, I'm just living life. Yeah, I got me a cup inside a cup. Yup, I'm about to catch a vibe. We leaving and we ain't coming back. I know that this our time, got no time to relax. Clear view, I'm focused, smoking poet. Come to the light, I finally see your true intention showing. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, poppin' bands, poppin' Molly Ho. Smoking OG got me higher than an opera. No, I don't need the bitch, I need the bitch to give me throat. I don't make a scene, I seen them boys from up the road. She don't love me, she just know I got the juice. She telling me she always thought that I was cute.
Lunchbagg with 2 G's apparently. That was take 2. And there's somebody else on the song, but I omitted who it was and now I forget. So just look it up online. You'll be able to figure it out. So who wanted to go first on that one? Dave?
Yeah, I'll take this one, man. Dude. This is hypnotic, man. This really drew me in. The engineering and the mastering quality on this is stellar. I mean, this is the kind of quality you hear in top 100 on any chart that exists on the planet. Super hot. So much where like this is the part that's debatable. Like the purest rapper fans and hip hop fans would debate this point, but this is just my personal opinion. Is like the atmosphere that's built behind the lyrics and the vocals. It's so good that it actually rises above the focus of the lyrics. But as an audiophile, I love the experience of that. You know, so it's like the vocals almost become secondary at times, and I'm totally okay with that because they weren't bad in any way. It was nice. It was just relaxed. You know, you can hear what he's saying, but the overall of this song was amazing, man. I just loved it. But I would love even more to hear Omega Sparx' opinion on this.
Good segue. Man, I love this song. I second that. Instrumental and vocals are mixed and mastered on an amazing level. The hook captured the vibe of the record. I love that the rapper is open to let the beat breathe. And I try to give some nuggets of wisdom to rappers every time I'm on the show. And this is this song helps me give that nugget of wisdom. You know, a great MC, a great rapper knows when to let the beat breathe. It's not just showing off how many words you can fill up in a stanza, but this guy just enjoyed it. You know, some songs, you know, as rappers, sometimes on some songs, it's our job just to usher the listener through the record and just say a few words or a few rhymes here and there, just to let them know we still have a presence on the track, but to just enjoy the ride, you know. And I think this song did it. One thing the rapper did so great, I gotta harp on, is I hear Kendrick Lamar do this a lot of times in his stuff, where he'll be rapping and then he'll do a ad lib or accent track of it's still him rapping alongside of the main vocals, but he's doing it in an upper octave where it sounds, you know, but it sounds killer, you know. It's like two different sides of your brain talking at the same time. It's like he's promoting himself for what he's saying. And in a few spots in this song, Lunchbagg did that. A very great track.
Yeah, the left brain, right brain, just they embrace and they create glory. Embrace the glory. Thank you.
Sure. Embrace it, man.
So Omega, what are you guys up to right now?
Dude, man, we just got out of a killer couple of studio sessions, man. We are writing for 2 television shows. One's a pilot, and the other is a show that's a YouTube series. It gets like millions of views. I'm actually writing for the season finale, the episode that I'm on, and it was just great working with their band and production team for both. And I love it. I'm more excited about the pilot episode we just wrote too. That could blow up. You might see that. Shout out to Noir Caesar and Exogenesis. It's a new anime coming out later this year.
Nice, man.
So keep us posted, dude. Posted. We'll have you back on the show here in a little bit. Like
yes,
confirmed a bunch of dates with us.
Yes.
Dave, any final words tonight? Sorry, I had a
man,
big burp that I was trying to hold in.
No, great tunes tonight. It was a pleasure having just Mickey on the show. Man, we reach all points of the world. I mean, we're talking about Nova Scotia, live streaming from Nova Scotia, just Mickey. It's good times.
Yep. And then even so, like Italy, you know, the music from Italy tonight, and then, you know, even us, we're in all different locations of the country, of the US of A. So Robert Hicks been driving us tonight. He's in the driver's seat. We're just hanging back, watching him make turns and shift gears and all that stuff. And if you need professional live streaming to anywhere online, you can get in touch with Robert Hicks, Hixvideo, Hixvideo on the interwebs. Hanging out with Omega Sparx, just Micci and David Werba here on Indie Music Live, episode 125. Thank you, everybody, for chilling with us on Tuesday nights. We'll be back next week. See you then.
Ow!
I've got what you want, babe. I've got the keys. I've got all the things that'll bring you to your knees. I am just the one that you